Hi guys, this is a quick video. Sorry for the format, me recording it on my iPad. There is no time to edit and put things together in that way, so I'm just going to quickly say that obviously you can see the clouds, so you know that I'm going to be talking about the Simpsons here. The Simpsons are quite well known for predicting future events such as 9/11, and they do it in a kind of a bait that lets you know that they knew it was coming, yet they still haven't been held accountable to anything. I don't think they're excellent at guessing what happens in the future. I think they're actually involved in the groups that are responsible for making these things happen. So let's get to it. This is the opening scene of season 28. What I'm trying to pause it on is this scene here. Notice the 23 days without an accident. We're in a nuclear plant, as we are with Homer anyway, but we're in a nuclear plant at the moment, 23. While he's changing it, he falls off the ladder, Lenny does, and it changes to a 3. What I'm thinking this is saying to us is the 23rd of September at 3 o'clock in the morning. This is linking to another Simpsons video, which is on YouTube. The title of it is 3 a.m. It focuses on the election of Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, or the election race, and this was done in 2015, so before Trump was announced as president.
I can't make love till I've decided who to vote for.
Yep, it's the American way.
So this is 3 o'clock in the morning.
It's 3 a.m. and the phone's ringing in the White House. Who do you want to answer that call? Hillary Clinton?
And it's going to the emergency phone.
Hello? The Situation Room? I'll be right there. Oh, it's for you.
Yes, from now on, it's always for me.
Or Donald Trump?
They spend some time focusing on Donald Trump, which kind of tells me that they knew he was going to become president. He gets an emergency call to his direct mobile, and obviously he's tweeting craze.
Lincoln Memorial. Make Chris Christie eat a worm just for laughs. Disband NATO and make me some scrambled eggs in a gold plate. What? Fine, I'll be right there.
Now, I'm not sure if you saw that, but if I just rewind it, you see it started at 3 o'clock. This is 3 a.m. obviously, so they've started at 3 o'clock. It then moves forward to 11:30. You saw it stop there at 11:30. See if I can catch it on it. There, well, it stopped at 11:30. Another way of saying 11:30 is 23:30. So we've got 23 and 3 again. Forget the 0, because 0 doesn't have a value when doing these kind of translations or interpretations. So we've got 23:3. That's 20. It doesn't have September there though, but with the Revelation 12 sign, with the woman clothed in the sun, the moon under her feet, the crown of 12 stars, the amount of hurricanes that have been going on, the earthquake in Mexico, the wildfires going on across Canada and across the northern part of the United States. There's a lot going on this year, particularly this month. So I'm thinking that along with the rest of the signs, this is an additional sign saying that 23 and 3 being 3 a.m. is the time when this is going to happen. If we look at what 3 a.m. is, 3 a.m. is actually the witching hour, or the devil's hour. This is the hour which witches, demons, ghosts, gremlins, devils, any kind of spirits, demonic kind of spirits, are at their strongest. And if you're going to start something that's going to cause the world to go to hell, then what better hour to start it than at the witching hour or the devil's hour? So in going back to that video, if we carry on, listen to what Trump says when he's on the phone.
We're too late. The Chinese fleet is advancing. Just build another wall. Yes, in the ocean, Luz.
Build another wall, yes, in the ocean. Now, if we go back to some of the videos that are on YouTube from one of the YouTubers I watch is JK Bugout. He's been talking about a possible nuclear attack causing a tsunami to wash over New York. We've got loads of movies out there that also point to the same kind of thing happening. We then go into the real world, and Donald Trump and the wall has been nothing but all over the news. And it's particularly a war between Mexico and the United States. When we look at the two hurricanes that are currently in the Atlantic at the moment, we have the names Hurricane Maria and Jose. So Maria, Jose, Mexican war. We then come on to the names of the hurricanes, which are Mexican names. So the most popular boy's name, Mexican boy name, is Jose, and the most popular girl name is Maria. And we have Hurricane Jose and we have Hurricane Maria just there. If this is all linking together, suggesting that the Mexican named hurricanes and the war, it could be something to do with a wall, maybe a tsunami happening during the hurricane. We've also got, which I haven't actually searched, but I can quickly search while I've got you, is North Korea at the moment threatening to detonate a hydrogen bomb in the Pacific. Now, that's on the other side of where we're talking about in terms of New York, but it's something that could cause a tsunami or a wall of water to come towards the United States. All of this combined with the 23:3 in the opening of this one, the 3 a.m. in this one, and talking about a wall in the ocean, 3 a.m. being the devil's hour, the wall, we know Donald Trump and Mexico, and then the hurricanes are named after Mexican boys and girls' names, the most popular ones. I think this is letting us know that Hurricane Jose and Hurricane Maria, they're not fulfilled. We have information on Hurricane Jose and Maria, which was published 2 days ago in a British newspaper, saying that they will possibly, and I've said this before already in one of my videos, merge together, so becoming what would essentially be a superstorm. This is what we're talking about here. Puerto Rico without power as well. I forgot to mention that. Jose seems to be lingering along the coast near New York, while Maria comes across the Caribbean and creeps up the East Coast. I've seen weather models that have it going directly into South Carolina. I've seen weather models that have it going in just above North Carolina, and another weather model that has it going into New York. The most recent weather models, whether they've been purposely amended to hide what's coming, or whether it's actually what's going to happen, actually show Jose being absorbed by Maria, and then Maria coming up the East Coast and then crossing over the Atlantic towards the UK. And we have news, as I was saying, that Hurricane Jose and Maria, when they become one, they may cross over and come to the UK. If this is true, it also reminds me of the scene in the iPad Goat where the apple's rolling along the floor and then it stops at Obama's foot, and then we have the pound on the floor. I'm not sure if that relates to something happening in the UK as well, or maybe the fall of the pound along with the fall of the dollar. If something does happen, it will definitely cause the markets to crash. If both the UK and America are affected, that really only leaves, the allies like France, Germany, Israel to kind of pick up where the UK and America have kind of left off. That again links into the iPad Goat video. If Israel does attack Iran, and Iran or Iran's allies, which are Russia and China, retaliate in, for the attack on Iran from Israel, then, things will escalate extremely quickly. But first thing we need to keep an eye on is the 23rd of September, the whole day, but it's particularly at 3 a.m. As I've said, I don't know if that's 3 a.m. UK time, which is in, as you can see on my iPad there, it's 11:59 at the moment, just about to turn to 12 o'clock. That would be in 3 hours time. If it's Eastern time, then we've got, if I'm working from the UK, then it would be 8 o'clock in the morning when it's 3 o'clock over in New York. If it's Pacific time, I'm not exactly sure how far behind the UK that is, but I'll check that out and I'll keep an eye. Just wanted to bring one more thing to your attention. If you go on to earthcam.com, you can see, sorry, missed out the dot. You'll be able to see different locations, any location in the world that you really want to see on a live cam. And I will be roughly around 8 a.m. Watching the live Times Square camera, and also the Liberty camera, and also the Brooklyn Bridge camera. I may also put some cameras on the West Coast as well, just to make sure that nothing's coming from the California side too. If this is all true, then we are in for a serious ride. If it's not true, then I'm just gonna thank God and say, look, regardless of whether the world's coming to an end now or whether it comes to an end in the future, at some point this world is going to come to an end. There's far too many things going on: major hurricanes, flooding, tsunamis, earthquakes, wildfires, solar storms. We've got HARP, and we've got CERN, and we've got so many secret societies out there operating in the shadows, and we have no idea really what is going on. We can only have faith and make sure that we are right with God before the day of judgment comes. If you don't believe in the day of judgment, then there is no hope for you. And that's all I can say. From my perspective, I have faith. I believe strongly that Jesus is Lord, and that he is coming back to take his people away from this earth, to everlasting peace and paradise. And if you find that hard to believe, I feel sorry for you.